WJTS News. Good evening, I'm Charlotte Olson. A one-vehicle accident in Huntingburg late Tuesday evening resulted in the arrest of a Huntingburg woman on a charge of operating under the influence of drugs. Not long after 11 o'clock last night, Huntingburg police were called to the intersection of 3rd and Geiger Street in reference to a single vehicle crash. While police were on the scene, 44-year-old Tracy Jeffries of Huntingburg was found sitting in the driver's seat of her minivan. Police say that Jeffries had driven off of the roadway on 3rd Street and upon the sidewalk area before turning the wheel of her van back to the street and then struck a parked car. Now, while speaking with Jeffries, police found her to appear impaired and said her balance was very unstable, her speech was very fast, and at times police say that she was not making sense. She told police that she had gotten sick at work and that was the reason why she drove off the roadway. Police conducted field sobriety tests on Jeffries, which she failed. She was taken to Memorial Hospital in Jasper for a chemical test. The results of the test turned out positive for THC and methamphetamine. Police placed her under arrest and took her to the Du Bois County Security Center, where she was booked on a charge of OWI with a Schedule 1 and 2 controlled substance. Police say damage to Jeffries' van was estimated around $5,000 to $8,000. Huntingburg police were assisted by the Du Bois County Sheriff's Department. Last night, President Al Fisher from the Fishers Group of Fairfield, Ohio, and sales executive Randy Fisher from Smart Energy Solutions, a company within Fishers Group, joined Huntingburg Energy Superintendent John Rulerpoter as they continued discussion during the Huntingburg Common Council meeting about net metering in regards to solar panels that have been proposed within the city of Huntingburg. The three shared info about the company's installation of solar panels with Energy Solutions. The goals described for Smart Energy Solutions included providing energy education and conservation, renewable energy solutions, and energy management through smart technology. Al Fisher says that the company has reached clients throughout the Midwest and other parts of the nation, such as California and other areas of the West Coast. Huntingburg Mayor Denny Spinner provides insight on how the installations of solar panels in Huntingburg can provide effectiveness for both the customer and the city.
The testimony we heard this evening from an installer is that there is a benefit from both sides of the equation. For the city, the benefit comes from the fact that this energy production at its peak is when we use energy the most. So if we had homes that had these solar panels as part of their process, they would actually be producing electricity at the time when the city is purchasing the most electricity. That would reduce the amount of electricity we would have to buy and reduce the cost to the whole consumer. So it's really kind of a win-win situation. Our discussion this evening was some of the specifics of the program, and I think we're getting closer to having a program that will be attractive to both the consumer and beneficial to the city. So more detail to be worked out, but we should see some action, I think, before our Utility Rate Advisory Board and before the council within the next month or so.
Mayor Spinner also notes that discussions Tuesday night also incorporated the specifics of the program. He says that final contract details are yet to be determined for the solar program. Other items of discussion brought to the board and the public's attention last night included the proclamation of Constitution Week for the city of Huntingburg, set for September the 17th through September the 23rd, which will be displayed as the Huntingburg Public Library. Spinner added that mayoral appointments were given to Molly Pryor, who replaced Brian Gregg as the city's representative on the Du Bois County Airport Authority, and Ron Mundy, who took over for Mike Broekner on the Huntingburg Board of Zoning Appeals. The appointments are good through December of 2019. Mayor Spinner also gave a stellar community update on projects such as the 9th Street Extension Project, 4th Street Water Line Project, and the St. Joseph Lofts. He added that other projects are still in their planning phases, and one of those projects moving forward is the Market Street Park. The project was included in the grant application, where the city received confirmation on the grant back in August 17th from the Office of Community and Rural Affairs of $1.4 million. Terrell Damon from Cash Wagner and Associates, who assisted the city with the grant application, told the Huntingburg Council that with research she found that the Huntingburg was one of the smallest cities to receive an increase from the amount originally requested. The group Alassi is heading towards their 4th year of presenting Du Bois County with the Latino Festival at Huntingburg's Park coming up this Friday starting at 4 p.m. with its opening ceremony at 6 p.m. and activities also start at 10 a.m. on Saturday. There are around 10 sponsors for this event, where there will be music, booths, and diverse food to choose from. Latino festivals are celebrated all throughout Indiana and nationwide, as the National Hispanic Heritage Month is shepherding from September the 15th to October the 15th. DuBois County will be celebrating this coming weekend, as many who partake in the festival have already been preparing for the event, especially those who have been practicing traditional dances. Huntingburg area elementary students finished their practices last Thursday at the Guerrero residence. The traditional dance they chose comes from the country of El Salvador, and even though the students come from various Spanish-speaking backgrounds, it creates a sense of coming together as a community to demonstrate traditions. One of the traditional dances teachers, Irma Guerrero, stated that having young children be part of the festival is important so that they can become proud of their parents' culture, just like DuBois County embraces their German culture. The organizer of the Latino Collaborative Table, Marina Guerrero, also added that the positive reception they've had in the past allows the community to feel included in DuBois County, and gives credit to Mayor Denny Spinner for initiating groups such as Alassi that bring an event such as the Latino Festival that brings many from around the county, such as Ellettsville and Indianapolis, together. More than 2,000 pounds of trash, as well as 15 tires and nearly 300 pounds of recyclable plastic, aluminum, and other metals were removed from the perimeter of Patoka Lake during the annual cleanup day this past Saturday. This year's event drew more than 125 people to pick up litter in an effort to help ensure clean drinking water for more than 100,000 southern Indiana residents. Many local residents made the cleanup effort a family event, and numerous high school students utilized it as their service project. The volunteers were sent to 10 locations around the lake, pre-identified as having significant amounts of litter. They sorted the garbage as it was being collected, separating plastic, aluminum, and other metals from non-recyclable trash. Their efforts were rewarded with a free lunch, t-shirts, and door prizes. For more information about the cleanup efforts and how to make it a service project for your school or civic organization, you can contact Doug Merkel at 812-678-8300 or doug@plrws.net. Make sure to keep it right here, because up next we'll take a look at your weather summary.